Well, hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to some more Kerbal Space Program. And well, today is going to be actually quite a special mission indeed. Well, the start of it anyway, and well, for those of you wondering why my KSC looks different, is I installed Kerbal constructs and there's this other mod that went with it when installing it in CCAN that also added it added some more like variety to I think it adds some new launch sites and also kind of improves the main KSC as well. But anyway, it's not the subject of this video today, but so what we're up to today is we are going to be finally going to really the last really the last planets I haven't actually been to in my series, at least of the stock solar system anyway, and that being well, these aren't stock planets, but they're added to the stock system by one of a few planet packs that I have installed. And well, these ones being the Quack pack planets. And there are 3 planets that are actually really close into the star Kerbol. As you can see, they're well inside of Moho's orbit. Like this is Moho, and that's Eve. And these are all the planets added by the Quack Pack planet pack. And so this is the first, I guess the first planet in, and which is it's called Blas. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but it's sort of like a desert kind of planet with that also has a ring system, and there's also a moon called Geet, which is inside of the rings. And then the next planet in is Jot, which is actually a kind of a super Jovian planet. Like basically, it's like a gas giant that's even bigger than Jool. And this is its moon, which it's kind of interestingly, it actually orbits retrograde to the planet's rotation, which means it's one thing we gotta keep note of when we're actually capturing into orbit around this guy. So I would be doing it the reverse of how we normally do it. And then the closest planets to the star Sind, which is basically a lava planet with a kind of a thin atmosphere, which actually makes landing on it, and in my testing, it's landing on this planet with a plane has proven to be impossible. So I am actually going to be using a lander that I specifically designed for this planet. But to explore blasts and jots, I'm going to be using a space plane. And also both of their moons as well. Okay, and this is the ship that we're going to be using for this mission. And I'm actually using some far future parts in this. Of course, the main engine is it's the Fresnel mirror cell fusion engine, and I think I gave this. I think I gave it the 14-meter chamber length, which basically like a custom. Like a lot of these engines actually are customizable. Like you can like change how big they are, and well, in the case of this engine, the longer you make it, the more delta V you get. But also the more heat that it creates, and the more radiators that you're going to need. It starts out like this, but I made mine like that. So how this craft is going to work is, well, these big boosters on the side are going to get it into orbit, and this engine is going to once we're in space, this guy is going to be our main source of propulsion, and also will also double as a source of electricity as well. Because it basically also functions as a fusion reactor as well as an engine. And these are just some radiator panels from the heat control mod to actually keep the sky cool. And this is, so I decided to hide the fuel tanks inside of, these cargo bays, like these giant cargo bays from, the Near Future Launch Vehicles mod. And, this in an attempt to, provide some thermal protection for these fuel tanks, because these, actually have a much lower heat tolerance than like a typical fuel tank would. And so I have it encased inside those, and I also put 2 of these Sterling super heavy heat shields, also as end caps. And yeah, that is also another new mod that I have installed, Sterling Systems. I also added the wraparound heat shields to our plane that we're gonna be sending into LAS and JOT. And at the very top is the 50-meter super heavy heat shield. And so I figured, since we're actually gonna, this is a mission where we're going really dangerously close to the star, Kerbol, that we probably should bring some thermal thermal protection with us. And this shield's also going to help us with aerobraking. And I plan to heavily utilize aerobraking in this mission, both as a way to save Delta V. Well, not that we really need to do that because we have far future, we have fusion propulsion, but I figured why not? I figured what would not be a better way to showcase the new Firefly mod to actually do a bunch of aerobrakes in this mission. And well, for those of you who have either been living under a rock or I guess just haven't been don't play Kerbal Space Program or play Kerbal Space Program but just haven't been keeping up with the latest what's going on, there is a new mod so Firefly is this new mod that basically is a total revamp of the re-entry particle effects. But not only that, and to make them more realistic, but not only that, it also is configurable. So, like, to simulate like different atmospheric compositions, you can actually change what color the re-entry plasma is. So, like, say, like on you can the re-entry effects would look different, say on Duna versus Kerbin versus Jewel, and etc. And you can configure them and base literally to whatever color you want. But as I am largely still a noob and kind of have still yet to learn a lot about the technical side of this game, I basically just copied the configs from I think it was Kerbin, Duna, Jewel, and I think I also used some of the real solar system configs as well, and I just applied them to all the other planets, like the outer planets, the Quack pack planets, and the Kerbol system planets. So every modded planet I have installed should have should have the Firefly effects corresponding to its atmospheric composition, or at least close to it anyway. Let's maybe get together some crew members, some Kerbals we actually will send on this mission. Oh, and I also, so this spacecraft has proven to be rather difficult to get into orbit because this giant heat shield that's on the front and on the top of it makes it very unaerodynamic. So I've actually created a new launch site using Kerbal constructs on the tallest mountain in Kerbin. So I guess let's go go launch this now. Okay, so this is our new launch site. As you can tell, we're really quite high up. So we should have the best chance possible of actually getting this into orbit. Because we're above the majority of Kerbin's atmosphere. I have a feeling this might take multiple attempts, so I actually did a quick save just before we launch. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Okay, apparently my staging was messed up. So let's try this again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Okay, really the best way I know how to launch this thing is just to keep our speed slow. Like I say, we don't want to really be speeding up very much right now. Because we're still pretty low in the atmosphere where aerodynamic forces are quite significant. Okay, it's already doing what I don't want it to do. Okay, I think we better just go straight up. As long as we can. Until we're at least out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. Having to I'm having to hold down the controls just to keep this thing straight. Having to really fight this thing. But as we get out of the thick atmosphere, it should get easier. Okay, I'm afraid that this is gonna happen. We're just gonna have to flip over. I really wish there was a way to halt rotation while in the atmosphere. We're also wasting our monopropellant doing this crap. Okay, get on the 90 degrees. Thank you. Okay, now we just need to fast forward till we're out of the atmosphere. And now let's just get into orbit time. Okay, now that's us in orbit. We're kind of on a weird polar orbit, but I guess we're just gonna take it. Okay, we stage those. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on the tracking station and delete those. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I've also installed, I also have now have the rocket sound enhancements mod, which actually kind of makes like engine sounds. Like it simulates engine sounds getting quieter as you climb out of a planet's atmosphere. And supposedly it also does make sonic booms, but I haven't really noticed that at all. I don't know if that's a setting I don't have set right or what, but... So here we have our craft in orbit. Now all we have to do is actually start start charging our engine, and then activate it. Now we just we're gonna have to do multiple burns at periapsis, just as we really don't have a lot of thrust to weight ratio, and so we're gonna have to utilize the Oberth effect. Yeah, I don't know why not, but it seems like it's the engines in my plane that actually make that sound, apparently, whenever I go in and out of time warp. I don't know why they do that, but they aren't actually running, so I don't know what they're doing. Okay, now let me escape from Kerbin. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the planets in reverse order. Well, what I mean by that is we're going to be going to Send first, then Jot, and then Blast. And I'll explain why we're doing that in a little bit. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, we're actually going to be using Jot to actually help us with actually getting, well, number one, getting our orbit, actually helping us circularize around, Kerbol. Well, around a low orbit around Kerbol. And then also getting us into the trajectory to go to actually intersect Sin's orbit. And I'm actually going to be setting this up, like I said, to actually be a gravity brake and an aerobrake at the same time, to get the most bang for our buck. Okay. Oh, I've actually been meaning for quite a little while to install the trajectories mod, but it just hasn't dawned on me yet again. But I guess we'll just use quick saves, and if something goes wrong, or like if we flip over on the aerobrake, we'll just revert. If we don't aerobrake enough, we'll revert. Okay, and there's Jot. Okay, I'm going to also have to have infinite temperature on for this whole mission, because it seems like despite my attempts at like designing the ship so it actually will survive being close to the sun. It just seems like some parts still overheat, so and also I find that also the heating, just like if you time warp, it'll just spike up to like over 100% and cause parts to explode. So really just kind of for those two reasons, I guess I'm just gonna have no choice but to just have the infinite temperature. And I guess we'll just say, well, we have all of our ship actually has been has thermal protection. And there's our Firefly re-entry. For those of you who've wanted to see it. And this is actually the same effect as you would see on Joule and Sarnus and pretty much all the other gas giants. And I guess we'll find out if our trajectory is too deep. And this pass isn't going to be enough. I think we're going to need at least 2 aerobrake passes, and I think one just gravity pass, where we actually don't go through Jot's atmosphere in order to actually accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. think once this aerobrake is done, I think we'll probably bleed off around 2 kilometers per second, or maybe 2,500 meters per second if I hazard a guess. And this is our resulting orbit, which is already below Moho's orbit. And I'm guessing when it's done, I think it might be somewhere around here. And I might leave this first aerobrake pass uncut, but the other ones in this video I may time lapse. Yeah, and this is what it looks like from the inside. Yeah, of course, because the ship is actually under acceleration right now, we actually experience a bit of gravity. From actually, yeah, that was quite the view. Come on, get in the seat. Okay, re-entry pass 1 is complete. Or aerobraking pass, rather. And now we want to do this again. And I'm just gonna wait for the cheapest encounter we can get. Well, delta V wise. Okay, that's a gravity boost. We don't want that. We want a gravity brake. Okay, now we just have to time warp ahead. Okay, this time I'm gonna come in at a little bit less steep because I don't actually want to aero capture around Jot. I just want to lower my orbit down to Sin's orbit. I guess maybe I can showcase that a little better. Yeah, because as we get out of the seat, I've seen at least some. It's actually, yes, that means it actually is possible to, like with the free IVA mod, to actually, I guess, improvise artificial gravity just by spinning your spacecraft. So it's like your Kerbals actually get attracted to the side, to like get stuck to the walls. Okay, now for the next bit difficult part of this, we have to get multiple encounters with Sind so that we can actually use it to both gravity brake and aero brake. Okay, this is gonna take more, probably take more than probably at least 5 or 6 passes to pull this one off. Yeah, because this planet is, has even thinner of an atmosphere than Jot, and is smaller. And it's also closer to the star, meaning we're much deeper in its gravity well, and it's that much harder to slow down. And as you can see, we have a different re-entry effect for this planet. I believe this was the config for Eve that I put here. Yay, we're finally in orbit of, Sind. Yes, now we just need to circularize. Okay, more due to the amount of time I've spent recording this than anything else, I'm, going to, stop this, episode here. And, in the next episode, we're going to land on, send one of our Kerbals down and, this lander right here to, down to land on Sind. And return to the mothership, and then we'll fly to Jot. I think anyway, and then we'll land on its moon, and then fly our plane into actually dive into Jot, just like we did with Jewel a couple episodes ago. But if you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, just hit the bell for notifications. Peace out. Bye.